Wait, where is it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, there you go. Sorry.
I thought we were missing something.
Yeah, well, I typed the wrong thing in there. So, anyway, good morning. Welcome to Friday. It is July 25th. Colleen, how are you this fine morning?
I'm doing pretty dang good so far. How about you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Yeah, the weekend is upon us once again. And
We made it.
coming up here in a few minutes, we'll play the new Luke Combs for you. It's called Back in the Saddle, and see what you think. He's finally got new music out. You know, he's been, like, really for the last year. And then he's got the duet thing he's got with Bailey Zimmerman, the backup plan thing we're playing. So that's pretty good. But as far as just new Luke Combs music, you know, from an upcoming new album and everything, this is the first one in a couple of years. So, but yeah, it's called Back in the Saddle. My first thought was, man, is this like a cover of Aerosmith, Back in the Saddle? You know that song? I'm back in the saddle again.
Yeah,
You know that?
I
Yeah.
guess now that you sing it, I've heard of it.
Because I nailed it, didn't I? Yeah, thank you. But yeah, I thought, oh, is it going to be that? That could be kind of cool. But it's not. It's just a totally different song. But Back in the Saddle. So it's kind of up-tempo, and we'll play it coming up here in a few minutes on KLLL. Let's see, what else is going on? We got Hudson Westbrook, you know, spent time at Tech, and, you know, he's a good Texas guy. He's got his new album is out called Texas Forever, and it's got House Again, the one you're hearing on KLLL, and the song Texas Forever is pretty good, too, the title track. So we've got that coming up later on. But, yeah, we'll you'll hear all those coming up at 8:20 later on this morning on a Friday morning new music playlist. But between now and then, we will play, give you some opportunities to hear the new Luke Combs for sure. So that's probably the big news in music today. So there you go.
They're the big news in,
In
America,
the world,
is Hulk Hogan passed away. It's
Yeah.
so funny, yeah, because Tammy's like, I called it, third celebrity. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
It is interesting how they do, kind of go in threes.
there's been a lot of them, though. You know, it started with, I guess, people are, like Connie Francis, who was, that's out of my time period, but didn't she had a song called "Where the Boys Are" or something? I don't know. She's in the 50s and 60s or something, but she died early at the very beginning of the week, I guess, and then the Malcolm Jamal Warner thing,
Right.
of course,
Yeah.
and then Ozzy Osbourne, now Hulk Hogan. Man, it's been a rough week for the celebrity types, hasn't it?
Especially people who are famous in the 80s. That's what my son Colton pointed out.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, wow.
Yeah. People are getting old. All right. But yeah, speaking of Hulk Hogan, yeah, you talk about just an iconic figure in just American pop culture.
Yeah.
You know, he was just definitely one of those bigger than life kind of guys. A lot of people will remember him from his speech at the Republican convention supporting Trump.
Enough was enough, and I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again.
And there's this.
Will Hulk Hogan imitate Donald Trump? Yeah, I'll imitate Donald Trump. First thing we got to do is get rid of anything that's cool. Next thing we got to do is turn our back to everybody or on everybody. The comb over, brother. Let's see me pucker them little lips up. Oh, wait a minute. There's a flap of wind. Cover the bald spot. Hold on, brother. That's how you imitate Donald Trump, chump.
I don't even know where that came from, but yeah, Hulk Hogan. I was never I never the kind of guy. I didn't get into wrestling that much. Pro wrestling, it just wasn't really my thing. But everybody knows who Hulk Hogan is. You know, there's certain those guys that were wrestling guys like I can name you a bunch of them. I just didn't really watch wrestling that much. But Hulk Hogan and The Rock, who was Ric Flair. I guess Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan were ultimately friends. They played enemies a lot in the actual, the wrestling world, but they really were close friends. And, man, I saw a clip of him yesterday, and, man, he was devastated, and so. But, yeah, I guess if you're a celebrity, you might be a little on edge this week,
Yeah.
But,
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Tammy, my husband got to go on a fishing trip with Jake the Snake. That's cool. All right. All right. Well,
Trying
Hulk
to think
Hogan.
of some of the other ones, but yeah, they're Andre the Giant. I'm just thinking some really old
Rey
ones.
Mysterio, the mask guy. Who else were there? Roman Reigns. He was a pretty popular guy. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, there's
Stone
one.
Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, that's what's that's funny. I know a bunch of those names, but I just never watched it really. So all right. Well, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. All right, 6:20, and coming up here in a few minutes, we'll debut that new Luke Combs for you.
Gang.
Well, if you've been considering getting one of those home warranties here lately, they're pretty cool. And a lot of times you have to call an 800 number or something to sign up for those. But you may not be aware, but there is a local home warranty right here in Lubbock. It's Earl's Home Warranty. When you call Earl's, they'll come out, come to your house, take a look at all the systems in your house, find out which of their 2 warranty plans would be best for your situation. They'll always arrive in one of those nice Earl's fully wrapped trucks, so you always know who you're dealing with. They'll be in the Earl's uniform. They'll come in and inspect everything. And what Earl's Home Warranty ultimately does here is it covers your plumbing, your AC, heating, ductwork, even major appliances and electrical. So as I mentioned, 2 different plans to choose from to protect your biggest investment, your home. So call Earl's Home Warranty, schedule them to come out, take a look, and find that plan that would be best for you. Always a good idea to have a home warranty because there's certain things, like a lot of times you'll buy something, for your home, an appliance or whatever, and it has a warranty. Sometimes those things, they end eventually, right? So when
It's almost like they know, okay, this is good for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then it goes out. So Earl's warranty will cover it beyond those 2 years.
Yeah, and that's why, because if you own a home, you know that it's always
It always
there's
happens.
always something. There's always
Yep.
something going out or breaking down. That's just the
Yep.
way it goes. But here's something really cool. Right now, Earl's Home Warranty, they're giving away the first month free for all new warranties. Yes, first month free for all new warranties. So get in touch with Earl's Home Warranty today. You can find them at callearls.com. That's callearls.com.
Jeff Mudflap and the Gang, presented by Bolton Oil Center.
96.3 KLLL.
Hey, it's Luke Combs, and this is my new song, Back in the Saddle.
In the saddle. And so, yeah, it's almost like he's announcing the world, I'm back, and new album's going to be coming out, and here we are. So,
I think he thinks this is one of his best albums.
yeah, that's,
Do you feel like everybody does that? Oh, my best one ever.
yeah, I mean, when guys say that, sometimes it makes me a little nervous just because then I start going, okay, now, is it one of your best that fans are going to think is one of your best?
Right.
Or is it you think it's one of your best because it's so artistically, deep and creative and you've stretched the boundaries of what you do? Sometimes that translates into music the fans kind of go, okay, like Kenny Chesney, anytime he's done that in the past, got a really artistic and super deep into this is the best thing I've ever done. It doesn't translate into fun music that just regular people go, oh, yeah.
Yep, so agree. Michael does that all the time, like if he's cooking like omelets. If he when he used to cook omelets, and he still does, but especially with the kids, he'd be like, "Oh man, this is the best omelet I've ever made." And he says that every week, all the time. It's kind of got to where it was funny. If he doesn't say it, we're like,
I think I might
what?
have done that a few times on things like that. Oh, yeah.
Is that just dads? Y'all just do that? Best one ever.
Well, it's because you're admiring your work, It's like, oh, yeah. Man, I nailed it, boy. That's a good one, so.
He'll do that whenever he makes us margaritas.
Right.
Because he's made some for us before on Margarita Day.
Yeah.
He'll be like, "Oh, be careful. This is the best margarita batch I've ever made." And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's funny. That I guess that's how guys,
I guess
you just
so.
are. But yeah, so Luke Combs, we'll see. I don't have the date of when that album comes out. I don't know if it's been announced yet. I haven't looked that up.
I want to say it's in October.
Is it? Okay. Well, hopefully not too long to wait. But there you go. Back in the saddle. Luke Combs will play that some more this morning, so everybody gets a chance to check that out. Also, Hudson Westbrook. A lot of people around Lubbock know Hudson Westbrook, and he's doing quite well these days. His album Texas Forever, that contains his new song that's kind of moving up the charts right now, House Again. So yeah, I was checking it out this morning. And there's a lot of songs on there. It's pretty good. It's mostly kind of mellow overall. There's a lot of kind of slower songs on there, but they're all really good. But I thought, man, you can't go wrong playing the title track from a new album. So
Jeff Mudflap in the Gang. Making mornings great again.
subdued. That was the word I was about to use. It really is kind of subdued. We feel like adults. It's like our kids out of town. That's what it seems like,
That's
Weird.
true.
Yeah. But anyway, he'll be back Monday. Today is National Wine and Cheese Day, which is always a nice combination, so that's good. For Friday's a good day for National Wine and Cheese Day. Also, National Hot Fudge Sundae Day.
Ooh.
Man, you can eat all kinds of good stuff today. Yeah, that's good. Hot Fudge Sundae, pretty tasty. And National Chili Dog Day. Gosh, good chili dog. You don't like? Oh, Colleen, really? Okay.
That's not
Not in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, no, not really.
Too much. That's just too much bad stuff for you. Okay, all right. National Chili Dog. I tell you, good chili dog, man. You can't go wrong there. Let's see. What else is it today? Oh, Happy Gilmore 2 is out today.
Love it.
Netflix,
I will definitely be watching that this weekend.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do that as well.
I kind of thought about telling Michael, hey, let's watch that tonight. But after such a long week, because we get up very early.
Right.
I probably will sit down and we'll turn the movie on and I will fall asleep.
I know, and this happens all the time at my house too. It's the same thing. You get up early, and just by the time my deal is once I get home and just kind of wind down a little bit, hey, let's watch something. They're on the couch, get it going, and I get still, and it's just like, okay, so I'm yeah. Are you asleep? Oh no, And do you ever do that thing where you're watching a show and you fall asleep, but you try to act like you've been watching it by making some comment or like, oh, wow, okay, yeah, oh, that's fun, okay.
No.
Oh, I do that all the time. You just sleep, okay. No, I always try to make it sound like I was, watching it. I'll doze off for a minute and I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. Just make a comment like I was really, really engaged in it. I don't think it always works.
Ooh, that was interesting.
But no, it happens all the time. What were we watching last night? Okay, so like The Bear on Hulu,
okay.
That's a really good show, and my Kathy she's watched, I think she's watched probably the first couple of seasons, and there's a new season out now, so she's been telling me, you got to watch this. So I was like, okay, because when it first came out, she started watching it, and I watched like the first 2 episodes, and it is good, but sometimes I just can't. I get too many shows going at one time, and I can't keep up with all of them, and so I'll lose interest on some. Well, so last night, I think we're up to episode 4 now in the first season. And so we started watching that, and probably I made it through. I think the episodes are only like 30 minutes or something, and I made it through about the first 12 minutes, I think. And then I started dozing off a little bit. And then Kathy's like, are you awake? Yes, I'm awake. What's going on? Well, it's him doing this stuff, it's anyway. So she's already watched it. So she's like, well, I don't want to watch it again if you're not going to watch it. I was like, no, I'm watching it. So I'm dialed back in, and watching. I start getting heavy again. I kind of doze off a little bit. Are you asleep again? No, I'm not asleep. So finally, get through the first episode. So then it's that deal. It's like, well, look, I've already watched it. I don't want to watch it again if you're not going to stay awake. I was like, well, I'm trying to stay awake. It's just, I'm just comfortable and just, fall asleep. I'm trying. So we started watching something else. What was it? Oh, it's a documentary about, it's some newscaster somewhere she was in like Mason City, Iowa. I can't think what it's called, but she disappeared, and it's a cold case thing from years ago, and like 35 years ago probably, and they're still working on this case. It's really interesting. I like those true crime kind of things, podcasts and documentaries and stuff. Watch a lot of that. So, and that's one of Kathy's favorite things. So I was like, okay, well, let's watch that. So we started watching that after I've already slept through the episode of The Bear. So now I'm thinking, okay, let's watch this. So I'm trying to, really dig deep and wake up, and get dialed in. So I'm watching it, really into it. And all of a sudden I look over. Now Kathy's asleep. And I was like, hey, are you watching this? Oh, yeah, I'm watching it. watching it. Okay. Just making sure because, it's good, but I'll watch something else if you don't want to deal with it right now. No, I'm awake. Okay, cool. So we start watching it again. A few minutes goes by, and I look over. She's asleep again. I was like, hey, you're asleep. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm wide awake. So we couldn't ever. It's like the show she wanted me to watch, I couldn't stay awake for. Then the show she wanted to watch, she couldn't stay. And it's just the nightly thing, trying to stay awake through shows.
That's
I don't know.
funny.
I mean, we're turning into old people, so I don't know.
Maybe she should get up. Y'all should get up early, like 3:00 in the morning, and start watching shows together before you launch your day.
Yeah, I don't see that happening, but great idea. I'll suggest that and see. I'll let you know how that
she'll be going,
how that goes over there. Yeah.
Weird.
So yeah. All right. Well, happy National Wine and Cheese Day. It's 6:46, and the hail we had about a month ago really did a lot of damage around Lubbock. You still see windows boarded up, and man, there's so many people getting new roofs and everything, and if you haven't really got around to calling anybody yet to come out and look at your roof, try Roof Master. The name says it all. So if you looks like, probably you've got some hail damage. I mean, if you're seeing people in your neighborhood, it seemed like every house had damage after that last storm we had. But Roof Master will come out and inspect all of your property. They'll get all the photos and all the specs together and prepare the estimate for your insurance company. They'll look at your roof. They'll look and see if you've got any damage, like on the front, like the eaves of the house. Yeah, I'm going to have to get everything repainted. I had dents on my garage door. The basketball goal backboard got busted out. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. So Roof Master will come out and take a look at all of that and prepare that estimate for your insurance company. Then they'll get together and go through all the dance of that and the insurance company and all those things that everybody loves dealing with so much. But yeah, call Roof Master. Remember, Roof Master, the name says it all.
Turn it up. Wake the fun up with Jeff Mudflap and the gang.
Jeff, Mudflap, and the gang.
96.3 KLLL. Red, white, and blue through and through.
Come on.
KLLL. You ready? Let's hear the Jeff Mudflap and the Gang podcast on the new Sonic KLLL mobile app. From the Dollar Western Wear Studio, this is Lubbock's country leader and home of Jeff, Mudflap, and the Gang.
Flowers.
Right. Well, thank you for doing that.
Yes.
Yeah, I have had to water less this year. Well, the year I didn't water at all and we didn't get any rain, that's where I just gave up on my yard. I decided, you know what, I can't water enough. It's not going to rain. Fine. I'll just let my yard go. And this year, though, I really kind of got enthused about getting the yard looking good again. So I started watering. Well, then we started getting all this rain. So I don't even have to water now. So it's been really nice getting consistent rain. My yard is greener than and thicker than it's been. And, man, I don't know. It's been 15 years probably that looked like it does now.
Nice.
Not perfect, but it's green and just,
If you just now
thick.
started to care about the yard, first year it always looks better. Just wait till next year.
Right. Well, because I've got guys, the professionals that come over and spray and the fertilizer, all the things because they know what they're doing.
Yep.
Because one day I decided, you know what, I really don't know what I'm doing, and I just had to just let it go. So, but no, they've done a great job. It looks nice. And one thing I got to get rid of though, I still got some of that crabgrass that gets in there. And it's so hard to get rid of that. You just have to come out and get a shovel or something and dig that stuff out because it is so stubborn. Once I get the rest of that out, it's just got kind of this one 10-foot area right there that just So anyway, that's my problem. I'll figure that one out later.
It will be better next year.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Josie said I did the rain dance. She sent a cute little picture of a little girl dancing. Come on, bring on the rain. That's cute. I love it.
No, it has been so nice. Yeah, MD said rain in Ransom Canyon, so that's cool. So yeah, it does look like it was more of the east part of Lubbock more than it was, west and southwest, based on what I saw. But correct me if I'm wrong. I was asleep last night.
will.
Oh, I'm sure you
We
will.
will.
Yeah, I know you will. Yeah, no doubt. It's not a competition, Colleen. It's just an exhibition here.
Always a competition.
Okay, all right. Well, Mudflap is still on vacation. He should be back Monday. But today's National Wine and Cheese Day, if you like that sort of thing. Good day for a little charcuterie, I guess, something like
Love
that.
There's times where that's what we have for dinner.
Yeah, we
I
do that
love
sometimes
charcuterie
too. It's just,
boards.
you never go wrong with that. National Hot Fudge Sundae Day. That's always a nice summertime treat right there.
Yeah.
And National Chili Dog Day. All this happening on one day.
Good
Man.
golly. Hopefully tomorrow's National Get Back in the Gym Day.
Right. Now, tomorrow's take a nap day.
Yeah.
After all the food. Sunday, though, is National Chicken Finger Day, actually.
Speaking of competitions, I remember beating
Okay.
you in Mudflap in a chicken finger eating contest.
You know, that is still a dark day for me. I thought, because we've had competitions here before of various things, and that one was one I was 100% confident I was going to win that, because I knew Mudflap he just doesn't like any competitive eating situation at all. And chicken fingers, fried chicken fingers, I was like, there is no way you're going to win that. I mean, I knew I was going to win it. I was never worried until we started. And I was like, what are you doing? I couldn't even believe. So, yeah, that's a dark day. The day you beat me at chicken finger eating, I was like, come on. Yeah, I started, that's still kind of a sore spot.
Well,
Someday we'll have to do a rematch on that. But, man.
What's kind of makes me a little frustrated myself is that I only had to beat you by 1, but I think I beat you by like 4 or 5.
How Colleen of you. Not
true.
only do I want to defeat you, but I want to defeat you and humiliate you to a point you will never forget the defeat ever again.
Yeah.
And I haven't. But that's all right. It's just, like I said, it's kind of a sore spot. But you did win, fair and square. But it was shocking. I just never would have thought. But I did come back and win on the jelly roll donut eating contest. So
you won on the jelly donut.
yeah. So there. Okay. So Sunday's National Chicken Finger Day. We'll let it
You
go.
only ate 1. I ate 10 chicken fingers. You only ate 1 donut.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying I only ate 1 chicken finger. I was like, no.
Yeah, like
Way more than
4.
that. You ate 10?
I ate 10.
I think this story's getting bigger. This is like a fish story.
No. I ate 10.
I was thinking it was more like 6.
No, it was 10. We can go back and find the footage. It was 10. And then you guys kind of said, 2 of those are small. So I think y'all said, okay, we'll give you 7. You only ate 4.
All right. Okay, that's fine. We'll.
You ate 1 donut because what we did is instead of eating multiple donuts, is how fast can you eat a jelly roll donut?
Well, it really is true. Women never forget anything.
No, we're historians.
Golly.
And you notice most librarians are women.
Yeah.
We're historians.
Man. Okay. All right. Let's move on here.
Okay.
Sunday is Chicken Finger Day. Okay. And there was a survey. National Chicken Finger Day actually was started by Raising Cane's.
Those are the chicken fingers that we were eating too that day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was. And those are amazing. The top 5 favorite fast food chicken fingers in the nation, according to a new survey, are the following. And be sure you can and listen. I would love for everybody to tell us your favorite chicken fingers so we can get ready for Sunday, because there may be some I've never tried, and I'll go Sunday and get them to celebrate the day. The Sonic text line is at 806-900-9630 to do that. Top 5 favorite fast food chicken fingers in the nation. Raising Cane's at number 1.
Not surprised.
Well, they're consistently great, right?
The thing that I noticed after 2020 is pretty much the other chicken finger places that I participated in that I would eat changed. And the shrinkage,
right?
Less chicken, more breading.
Yes.
Raising Cane's stayed consistent. They did not change. They did not deviate from what made them great.
And they're still number 1.
And that's why they did not skimp on quality.
The number 2 most popular chicken finger in America, according to this survey, is Popeyes. Which, you know what? I have never had those.
I'm not a Popeyes fan.
You know what? I don't know that I've ever eaten anything at Popeyes.
I think there was something, maybe whenever they came out with their spicy chicken, I think we may have tried it. But I've heard
that's good.
If I have ever eaten Popeyes, it's literally once.
Yeah.
And it was not my doing.
Yeah. It was Michael.
Yeah.
The kids, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever eaten there, but they are in this survey the number 2 most popular chicken fingers, followed by at number 3, Chick-fil-A.
See, Chick-fil-A's, they were always my go-to. I loved their nuggets. I loved their chicken strips. But since COVID, you get less chicken. They all of a sudden have all this breading. They used to not have breading. There's just like a very, very, very thin layer.
Right, yeah.
Now it's
that.
the bumpy, crumbly breading to make everything look larger than it really is. And there's less chicken in there and more breading. And it just isn't the same.
Right.
I just
Yeah.
don't like them as well anymore.
It's kind of like the food equivalent of stuffing your bra. Okay. Well, just in a weird way. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So here we are. Raising Cane's number 1, Popeye's number 2, Chick-fil-A at number 3, number 4 on the survey of the best chicken fingers in America, KFC. I don't even know if I've had KFC's chicken fingers before.
I haven't had them recently, but I know growing up, there was a KFC on the right next to our neighborhood, and so we used to do a lot of KFC. I loved their chicken. Their extra crispy was really good. I loved the original recipe, and I loved their mashed potatoes, which it probably wasn't real potatoes, but they were so yummy. Their potatoes and their coleslaw.
I agree.
It was so good. I probably haven't had KFC in probably 2 or 3 years, but they were probably my favorite growing up. Now, again, it just goes back to the quality's not the same.
Right. Okay. Well, they're still number 4 nationally. Churches is number 5 on the list.
I've never eaten Churches.
I haven't either. It's just weird places. For whatever reason, everybody's got their go-to places, and if it's not your go-to place, you just don't go. And yeah, for me, I don't know, Popeyes and Churches, I just just don't go. I mean, they must be great, but I just don't ever go there. There you go. That is the top 5 chicken fingers in America as we prepare for National Chicken Finger Day coming up on Sunday.
My favorite, this is one of my favorite places to eat chicken fingers, is at Hillcrest Country Club.
Okay.
They have amazing chicken fingers, and my friend Julia says their steak fingers are awesome. I don't know that I've ever had their steak fingers, but she is always torn between the chicken fingers and the steak fingers. So
now, when it comes to steak fingers, I will still throw all my support behind Tatum.
Tatum,
New
totally.
Mexico, the little place down
Absolutely
there.
agree.
Oh my gosh,
Absolutely agree.
Those are amazing. All right, but that's a whole nother conversation. But another place I like here in Lubbock is Dirk's. They've got good chicken tenders there too.
They do, because Michael and I went there, I think it was whenever I was wanting to, I want to eat one more really bad, unhealthy meal before I go back on my eating better. And we went there. The thing I found interesting is that their chicken fingers were like ginormous. I'm like, okay, this is not a chicken tenderloin is what a chicken finger typically is. And that is, and I've seen those and they're not that large. So I think either they're injecting a lot of juice into the chicken finger to make it larger, or they're cutting up chicken breast, which is fine.
Yeah, is there anything wrong with that?
No, there's not. But I just thought it's like, okay, those are unusually shaped and very large.
And delicious.
And they were delicious.
Yeah, they are. No, I don't care. I want like, deep fried chicken, man. Let's go.
Well, another person actually that I know who makes really good fried chicken, and I don't know, Emily, our coworker who's here, her husband, Zach, made chicken fingers one night over at his parents' house, friends of ours, and they were absolutely amazing.
Wow. So he doesn't even, he
and
doesn't even have a restaurant.
Did.
He's just a guy making them at home. Okay.
And that's what he did is he took chicken breasts and then just kind of cut them into strips.
See, that's the way they ought to be in my book.
Yes.
That's how you make good ones.
And they were amazing.
Yeah.
And I've even told Emily that I was like, we kind of need some chicken fingers.
Gary says Bucket of Love, which is that's on 82nd, right?
Yes, 82nd.
I've never tried that either. I'm by that place all the time, but I never
knew what it was
there.
for the longest time.
Bucket of
Somebody
Love. Yeah.
told me it was chicken. I'm like, okay. I think I may have one time did get some stuff there. I remember they had fried okra. Michael loves fried okra. But another good one is Big Chicken.
Oh, that's the Shack place.
Yes.
Shaquille O'Neal's place.
Shaquille O'Neal. That's close to where I live, and their chicken sandwiches are really good. I don't know that I've ever had their chicken fingers or chicken strips, but their chicken sandwiches are really good.
Yeah, that is good. That's a good one. Man, on vacation, ate at a place in Nashville called Hattie B's. Nashville hot chicken, and had the chicken strips there. Those are amazing as well. If you ever go to Nashville, you gotta check out Hattie B's. So anyway, there's a lot of good ones. You can't go wrong. It's like to me, chicken fingers really, when it gets down to it, it's kind of like pizza. It's all good. Some's better than others, but it's all good. Even at the very least, it's all pretty good.
Yeah,
you know?
I've had some pretty bad ones. They just can't overcook them.
You probably have more of